Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy P Farm. Thinking right out here in the lab, in my book. When I do what I do for you, I got a nice lesson for you today. Let's go. Rightism 25 rules to live by. Storytelling. Story with a message. There's a message in the story for life. I give life lessons. You tune in and receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's rock. Right Thinkers mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right Thinkers' way of life through mental and spiritual discipline, practice daily, will help and guide you to attain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission, and that's what I'm on, is to have all right thinkers know thyself. Right thinkers, your goal should be to know thyself. We work together to make that happen. Let's do it. I asked the question, do you know you? It's rhetorical, but if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I can help you with that. That's what I do for you. A person who knows not, knows not that they know not, is foolish. Disregard them. Excuse me. A person who knows not and knows that they know not. That dog it. It's simple. You teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believes and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself and to Mayat be true. We about to embark on right thinkers. Let's talk about She Taught Menifer, aka Introduction to the Netherroot of the Memphite theology. This is the God we're going to deal with, Ptah, better known as T. Okay, see him? That's him fashioning his own egg that he's about to be born in conceptually. Okay, but this is the lesson I'm going to take you through, and this is the family of the Memphite family Trinity Ptah Sekhmit And Nefertem. You see over here on the side, these are their elements that we use. The Agdo, the 8 gods, 4 male, 4 female. Okay, I'm gonna break that down for you and give you the definition of Ptah, Sekhmet, and Nefertem. That's the lesson. Let's go. Now, she taught Menifer the study of the gods of Memphite. That's what we're doing now. Their theology. We just did the Anuian theology. Now we're doing the Memphite. After this, we're going to go to Waset, aka Thebes. But right now, we're in Memphite. We're doing Ptah. The Shabaka stone, all that information helped us understand their philosophy or their theology, excuse me. The mystery teachings. Again, mystery is what you don't know. She taught is the teaching you to know the mystery that you're studying. Sheedy, profound study. That means get involved, get the understanding, and implement it. Operative and speculative concepts. Now, the teachings of the Memphite traditions, they are related to the nether rules known as Ptah, Sekhmet, and Nefertem. That's the Trinity, that's the family, the Holy Family, Holy Trinity family of the Memphite theology. Okay, now let's go. So the myths and philosophy of these divinities, they constitute Memphite theology. Ptah is the source and support of creation. In the Anuian theology, Ra was the support. And Thebes, Amun, is going to be the one. Right now, we're in the middle of doing Ptah. Hope you understand it, but that's what it's all about. I'm trying to get you to understand. And they're all pertaining to you. They don't deviate. You'll see as we go. In Ptah, he brings creation into being. How? By willing it and thinking it into being. That's the power we have as human beings. We can conceive it in our heart, perceive it in our mind, and make it manifest through our words and our actions. That's the image of God that man is created in. And a whole lot of other stuff that we try to break down to you to show you all the attributes that God have, we have. Limitation is just in the physical body. God don't have that limitation, and neither do the devil. They don't need a physical body. Nope, they operate in a whole nother realm. Get it? Let's go. So Sekhmet, she a bad girl. Okay. Got some stuff about her too. I love her. Sekhmet is what? She's the dynamic aspect of what? Power. Of who? Ptah and Nefertem refers to the beautiful. Nefertem refers to Nefer, which means the new life which emerges when? Daily. Okay? As the new day. Tem, which means the end of the day, related to Atem. And the main symbol of Nefertem is what? The lotus flower, the lotus plant. Okay? If you look at all the Egypt stuff, you'll see everybody got the lotus flower to their face. It was different. Lotus. Moving on. Okay. I just keep thinking that, but they got the hair plant to their face. But he is the lotus of creation. The lotus flower grows in the stinkiest, funky marsh place. But guess what? When it opens up and the sun come out, it opens up pure. And the dirt and the funk and stink can't touch it. That's like us, like the dung beetle, rising up out of what? Shit, doodle, feces to what? To become a big, sprightly human being. The sunshine, new life, creation. They had a concept, and that was a perfect concept. Why? Because it fits. It makes sense. It ain't a whole bunch of superstitious mumbo jumbo. Just believe what I'm telling you. No, understand what I'm trying to teach you. That's the difference. All right, here you go. Where we at? The new life. Okay, got that. Now, he is the lotus of creation, which emerges out of the primeval waters of the new. This is the same lotus upon which Haru sits. Again, there's all the concepts of each other. Therefore, the names of the characters in the Trinity of the Memphite Trinity Sekhmit and Nefertem relates to the profound understanding of the nature of creation. They had their philosophy, they had their concept, but it wasn't contradicted to the Anuian or the Theban concepts. They all worked in and they all interconnected. That's the beauty part of it. I keep telling you, religion, you got 4 gospels, Mark, Matthew, Mark, and Luke, and all of them talk about the same God and said different things. We don't talk about Mayat in one way. That's it. We got different gods that you talk about, but they stay in their lane. Amen, Ra, Ptah. Right now we're dealing with Ptah. Let's go. The temple of Ptah in Memphis is in its related temples. They espouse, meaning they teach, the creation of human origins and the path of spiritual enlightenment. Every area did the same thing by the means of what? Supreme being. We just did the Nefertem in the form of what? The God Ptah. That's the final phase of the Nefertem Trinity. Amen, Ra, Ptah, and his family, who composed the Memphite Trinity. Again, that's the royal family in Memphis. It tells how Ptah emerged from the primeval ocean and how he created the universe by his what? Will. The power of thought in the mind. The God and goddesses who are what? His thoughts. Everything come out of Ptah. Just like everything came out of Ra, it's the same concept philosophically. And who are his thoughts? Go to form what? Elements of nature, aka the cosmic forces that maintain nature. I'm about to break that down for you 1 second. His spouse, Sekhmet, who she got a whole thing of her own, has a powerful following temple system of her own. That is related to the Memphite teacher. I'll break her down for you. I got her. And the same is true for what? Their son Nefertem. Each one of them has a specific wisdom concept that you can learn and manifest for yourself and be like them. You can be like Mike. No, you can't. No, you can't. No, you can emulate. Try to be like Kobe. Did a good job. But being like it, no. You're just going to be a what? Reasonable facsimile. But if you be like you're the original. Get the concept? Moving on. So let's talk right quick about the gods, the Netherroom. This is the breakdown again. Right here. These are like the elements. Again, watch this. The Netherroom of creation, everyone had their own concepts. The company of God and goddesses. Netter meaning supreme one. Netherroom meaning everybody behind. Nefertem, again. The Trinity. Amen, Ra, Ptah. Amen means unseen, hidden, but ever present. That's the supreme being's concept. God is not visible to the ignorant. He only sees those who open the third eye, those who become what? Spiritually enlightened. It's a reason for that. All those who don't become spiritually enlightened don't know God, conceptually. Moving on. So we're going to start from the top. Ptah Sekhmit comes down. You got the noon. Everything comes out of the noon. But guess what? The noon has the opposites called noonet. The noon represents the primeval waters, which is unformed matter. All possibility. Everything is possible in the noon. But it's chaotic. It's unmanifest. Then you got noonet. She represents their version of heaven. Creation, which is formed matter in the physical state. Hu, which means boundless, meaning no bounds. His mate is Huet. She represents bounds. See, we're going there. Equal opposites. Mayat is going to be prevalent in every concept that they talk about. Why? That's duality. That's the whole point of understanding opposite, equal opposite. Hence, male, female. Good, bad, up, down, in, out. See if I'm going with this? Let's go. Now, you got Kuk. He represents darkness. Kuket, yes, light. And at the last one, how about this one? You got Amun in Ptah's neighborhood. Amun means hidden. That's God, the presence of God. In the virtue, he's always present. They say that he's invisible, but he's always present. Hence, at every prayer, Amun, Amen. Okay. And he has to make Aminet. And all the females is the T behind their names. Now, Aminet, she means manifest. Amun means hidden. Amunet means manifest. When you go into the next realm with the hidden Amun, the physical realm is called Aminta. Okay, that's where the female aspect resides. She's in control. See, we didn't just make it's a man's world. That's the dumbest stuff I heard. It's balance in the world. That's what Mayat represents. And she have no counterpart. Uniquely her one kind. That's it. That's like the ego. Ain't but one set. No, we don't need but one of them. One Apophis, one Mayat, one God. Everything is singular when it becomes to a certain specific concept. That's what we're dealing with. Concepts that we can manifest and materialize. Now, each one of those gods I just went over, each Neteru listed above here has a what? Specific wisdom related to the nature of yourself. You learn that because it's part of you. You make it you. Creation and the divine, that's what the spirit that's in us. We're created through divine spirit that's in all of us. Ain't no picking and choosing. God's chosen people. I hate that concept. Why? It's dumb. God don't choose. You choose God. So that's the concept that works for me. Simple. If I'm against or for something, I'll always tell you why or why not. I don't have a problem with that. Moving on. Some people, I just don't. What's the reason? What's the purpose? None. That's ignorance. Smart, ignorant people never have a comeback for what's something that they're responsible for. Moving on. Where we at? Now, these teachings. Now, excuse me. Whoa. The following these traditions means what? Shidi, studying their mythic significance, learning about them, understanding them, their wisdom, the teachings, and their mystic insight. There's a purpose and a reason that you're learning about them to emulate, to be like them, to better yourself. Together, they constitute what? Holistic teachings. Okay? If you know how to heal yourself, the doctors ain't gonna like that. Big Pharma won't be happy about that. I ain't seen none of them in over 10 years. I got double digits of no physical interaction with that whole system. Holistic healing, 10-year yogi, I ain't got no health problems. Now, these teachers, they integrating what? The philosophy of what? The teaching of the relationship with the other traditions. I just told you they all work hand in hand. And now watch this. These teachings, their understanding and the proper application daily are to be learned through the process of, you ready? Shidi, profound study, I love Sheedy because that's what I do. If you like to learn, if you want information, you buy come Sheedy. What? Put your effort in, put profound study time in. I seen the kids in school, they take an hour to just study. I love that. It don't take a whole bunch of time. A good hour to study, just doing that, keeps the mind, sharpens the mind. And the younger people who understand that, they understand I need what? Study time. Why? So I can put my mind and focus on what it is I need to do. I need to learn how to think right. Productive thinking, positive thinking, whatever you want to call it. But we need to learn it at an early age. Moving on, sorry, but let's go. Notice what? That Amen is part of this company of God and goddesses of the Memphite theology. I just told you that. So this constitutes what? Correlative theological statements that's linking the Memphite theology to the Waset or the Theban theology. The overleaf image on the temple and column of the Nefertem as the child of what? The lotus. Let's talk about. I want to show you a picture right quick. Now this I wasn't going to do it, but I got to do it because I can't let it go. Okay. Here's the picture. Now, it looks like two men about to engage in some funny stuff, right? And a few years ago, they got this guy, I can't remember, but he's somebody, the gay astrologer. Now, I remember trying to tell my brother about it. Man, he gay. But no, but the information and what he tried to tell followers of his concept that this is two men in a love embrace. No. I had to correct that one. I just couldn't let it go. That's the sign of reciprocity. Ptah God in the Pharaoh Sensuat, I think it was. Okay. But what is going on there? Okay. Yeah. Sin usurp. That's the sign of God and man exchanging what? Breaths. Not about to kiss and engage in some insect nonsense. It's a philosophy that reciprocity, the infinity sign. Why? Because what comes out this side goes in this side. What comes out this side goes in that side. Meaning, if I'm breathing out, you breathe in. You breathe out, I breathe in. That's we giving and taking each other's breath. That's the concept of being one with God. I had to get that out. Sorry about that. But when I saw that, dude, you really, if they say gay, that means they're going to pervert the concept. That's what I saw him do. I can't remember but it really upset him to do. That ain't what's going on. And you can be a gay astrologer, but don't come into Egypt and bring that gay nonsense to us, okay? So I want to get that in. And I don't know if you can see it's a clear picture, but it's a picture of Nefertem sitting on a lotus plant. That's the sign for him with his finger to the mouth, okay? Everybody had purpose and reason. And if you know how to read the hieroglyph, that's the whole point of it. We giving you a message. We telling you something. Let's talk about Ptah. Excuse me. All right, here we go. Oh, Lord, look at the time. Ptah is the third member of the great ancient Egyptian trinity of God, Amen, Ra, Ptah. He figures prominently in the Per Em Heru, chapter 11, in the concept or the ceremony of opening of the mouth, meaning expanding the mind ceremony. The name Ptah, P-T-A-H, is written in hieroglyph as what? A man form supporting heaven and standing on earth. When we see Shu raising up Newt from Geb, there's the concept right there for them. Okay? And we're going to sign his name backwards. You see them four guys right there? Those are the four forms of Ptah. Okay? I'm going to break them down for you. I want to see the picture so now you got an idea. So when I talk about it, you can hopefully get the visual back. So I got to wrap this up. I see it's going to be a two-parter. But let's wrap the Ptah up and we move on. Now, you see the Ptah. That's the man. In this manner, he is the iconograph related to Shu, he who raises up. Shu assumes the same posture in the Anuian. Again, remember, he's from Anuian theology, but they got the same concept in the Memphite theology, showing you that we don't contradict what one says. We all working into the same concept. Why? They know what they're doing. It's woven in perfectly. Now, Shu also assumes the same position. The name Ptah is composed of the following parts. I just showed you that. Ptah spelled P-T-H, no vowels. It means the P-T equals heaven. T-A equals earth. Remember the Pet and the Ta, take the letters out, you got P-T. and Ta. That's the concept. H as in Hugh. I didn't read him, but he's part of the Ogdo. Hugh represents what? Eternity. Okay, time from the Memphite theology. I meant to read that too. But Hugh as in Hugh, he's represent what? Support and eternity. The next one is Supreme Peace. HTP. This little sign right here. Excuse me. Come into focus. Come into focus. Okay, right there, a little bar. That's the bar with the thing knobbing on top. I'm gonna break that down for you right quick. Then I'm gonna end the lesson and we get ready for the next one. But that's called Supreme Peace Offering. That means contentment and total satisfaction within oneself. I'm in a place where I don't concern. I'm not expected. I don't hold people to my expectations. I don't judge and critique people. I just do me. When you get that part, you don't worry about what's going on. Why? You focus is on you. When you do that, you'll be better for it. Trust me. And Ptah, P-T-A-H, spelled in reverse, is HTP. That means supreme peace. And I just showed you the 4 forms of Ptah again. Go right over that right quick, and then I'm going to shut it down. Ptah is known as what? The overlord of the 2 layers, referring to Lower Egypt, Upper Egypt. Lower Egypt is waist down. Upper Egypt is waist up. Conceptually, that's you have control of both of them. Hence, knowing thyself. Okay, you are Egypt. Your body is Egypt. Upper and lower. Simple. Ptah, watch this. Now, lower, upper, and it also material exists. What manifest? He's considered the craftsman. Why? He creates. He makes things happen in the physical realm. Okay, and spiritually unmanifest. Hotep means supreme peace. If you reach Hotep within yourself, that means outside entities can't affect you. As my man Sadi Guru tell you, do anything happen to you outside of you? Everything happens inside you. If you can control that, it's called spiritual engineering. When you can control every aspect of yourself, we call it knowing thyself. He call it spiritual engineering. Same thing. You got to do the same thing. What? Know thyself. Moving on. And supreme peace is also the name of Ptah, P-T-H. If written backwards, he is also known as Hetepi. Thus, Ptah, the netter god, and Hudu, which is the reincarnated God, is the support of what? Heaven and earth. Ptah up, Haru down. Heaven and earth. And the supreme abode of what? Peace, which transcends the realm of what? Time and space and the pairs of opposites. We in the world of duality. In this aspect, Ptah is again associated with who? Shu, the god of air and breath, who is therefore the sustainer of heaven and earth, or the soul and the body, and Hu, again, eternity. The Lord of eternity, that's Hu. Far right, you got Ptah, which is divine pygmy, dwarf style, little guy. But he's holding the primeval matter, and he had 2 serpent goddesses, Ujat and Nekbet, of creation. Whenever you see 2 serpents, okay, whenever you see, and we the snake people, why? Everybody who knows us know we had that serpent come out of here, so we would consider the snake people, okay? But you see right here, he's in control of the alligator. He's standing on the crop, okay? That means he's conquered his beastly nature. He got the 2 serpents, which is Sekhmit And Nefertem, okay? And you see he got the scarab on his head, okay? You see all that? That's all telling a story. That's all showing you who he is and what he's about. Remember, the hat tells you. If the fireman come in your house with a police hat on, something wrong. See the concept? So this signifies who was under the hat, pretty much, okay? They knew that. They mastered that. I'm going to shut the lesson down. I got more for you. So in closing, right thinkers, may you all live to be 100 and me 100 minus a day. So I never know that right thinkers like you passed away. I'll be back with more phones off Ptah.